to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be doing part 8 of my Christmas series, Mistletoe. You'll need light green yarn and white or white sparkle yarn. You'll need a sewing needle, pair of scissors and a 4mm crochet hook. So in white sparkle yarn we'll create a magic ring and put 3 single crochets into that magic ring. Okay, so now we're going to do 2 single crochets into each stitch. And we're now going to single crochet 2 together 3 times. So making our little white berry. Okay, it's quite tight work, but bear with it, it's worth it. Oops, and then we'll just tie off. And we'll just hide some of the excess yarn inside there. And we'll just sew the top part closed. Okay, and there is your mistletoe berry. So we'll set that aside and we'll come back to that later. Okay, so we're going to slip knot and then we're going to chain 20. Okay, so now we're going to go back to that first initial chain and we'll slip stitch to join and create a loop. Okay, so now we're going to go on and chain 7. Okay, and now we're going to slip stitch in the second chain from the hook. Now we're going to single crochet in the next 2. Now we're going to do 2 half double crochets in the next 2 stitches. Now I'm going to put 2 single crochets in the next stitch. Now we're sort of going to jump across to the other side, and in that same stitch effectively we're going to do another 2 single crochets into that stitch. Now we're going to do 2 half double crochets in the next 2 stitches. So basically mirroring what we've just done. We'll single crochet in the next 2. Slip stitch in that last one. And now we're going to chain 3, single crochet in the second chain from the hook, Oops. And now we're going to slip stitch in the next 9, all down that side of the leaf. Okay, we're now going to chain 10. And we're going to create another leaf. So we're going to slip stitch in the second chain from the hook, single crochet in the next 2, I'm going to do 2 half double crochets in the next 2, now I'm going to do 2 single crochets in the next stitch, and then we're going to turn our work over, and then we'll go into that same stitch and do another 2 single crochets. Okay, now 2 half double crochets in the next 2, now we'll single crochet in the next 2, we'll slip stitch in that last stitch there, we'll chain 3, single crochet in the second chain from the hook, and then we'll slip stitch in the next 9 back down that side of the leaf. Okay, if you need to pop one more slip stitch in just here just to get to that, to the stem. Okay, and now we're going to single crochet around the chain twice just to try and get into the middle of that. Okay, and now we're going to chain 4, okay, and now we're just going to tie off. Okay, and now this is where we're going to bring the berry back in. We're going to tie them together as closely to the end of the chain and the berry as possible. Okay, just make sure they're really tight and as close together as possible. And now with the loose ends, we'll just sew those back through the berry just to hide some of the yarn. And pull it tight, snip the excess yarn, and we'll just weave in the ends and tidy up those other excess bits of yarn. Okay, and that's how it should be looking. So you can have it from the back or the front, both sides look quite pretty. And there's your little piece of mistletoe. If you wanted to make the length longer or have a different colour hook, you've got different options. Okay? If you like this tutorial, there are many more to come. Hit the like and subscribe buttons to be notified when the next tutorial is released, and follow me on Instagram at Karina Jane Crochet to see more of my up and coming projects. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.